Hello, my name's Colin Morgan and I'm here to talk about A Night Less Ordinary. If you've never been to the theatre before and you've never been there to experience a play or a musical or anything like that, it's free. Go check it out, see what you can get from it. I mean, you've got absolutely nothing to lose. That's what I did, and it certainly inspired me to go and see more theatre and get involved in it myself. Probably my first memory of theatre, and the first one, I guess, that had an impact on me was when I saw my very first panto with my primary school. And I think just going there and experience that for the first time, being so young, it's something that's actually stuck with me right up until now. And to think back and to sort of remember that magic and that first little hint of it was brilliant. The big difference, I think, between for TV and stage is definitely the immediate buzz that you get, and that's not just as an actor, that's as an audience member. You're getting the chance to have this kind of two-way process where the actors and the audience are experiencing the same thing. With TV, you often have to wait months and months down the line to actually get the payoff, whereas with theatre, it's a very immediate thing.
He's a good servant, he's tired.
I am not.
Maybe if you had the evening off.
I don't want the evening off.
Good night's rest.
I did not fall asleep!
I'm more than willing to take over his duties tonight.
Perhaps you're right.
No.
Shut up, Alan.
Can't you see what he's trying to do? He's trying to get rid of me, and if you weren't such a clock pole, you'd see that!
The scene that's been the hardest for me to act so far is yet to come. It happens towards the end of the second series, and Merlin loses someone really important to him. And it was very difficult. It was very difficult for me as Colin to sort of, you know, to comprehend and to be able to bring something like that to the series, and the depth of the character was great. So yeah, there's some deep stuff coming up.
Fail, fuck off.
I really hope we do get to see a Merlin blooper reel, because I've seen some of the bloopers, and there's some classic gems in there. There's a particularly good one of Bradley's horse going into a lake. It almost throws him off. It's pretty good. I'm hoping that makes it at some point onto a DVD somewhere. If not, I'll make sure it does. With Merlin, I always do, you know, vocal warm-ups every day just to get into it and walk around and speak in the accent for a while. And then, you know, it's the same with whenever I was doing plays. Whenever I had to do different accents, it's just a case of doing your work and just trying to immerse yourself in the character, I guess. Well, you'd think that spending so much time in Wales, I'd be able to do a really good Welsh accent. If you're thinking that, you'd be wrong. The only thing I can say in a Welsh accent, and it's not even a Welsh word, is ratatouille. Well, one of the fun things about the series Merlin is that it's all over the world now. So whenever it's dubbed in different languages, you get to hear how you've been interpreted by someone of a completely different nationality. Some of the funniest ones we've heard, we sound a bit strange in French, actually, because we spend a lot of time in France. We sound like boys, and then we sound like young children, in contrast to the Italian ones, when we sound very macho, and we all sound like matadors, and like we should be doing something like that. I really want to hear the Japanese one. That's my next list, to hear myself in Japanese. I'd be well impressed if someone asked me to go to the theatre. I think it's because it's such a different way to go out. It's an unexpected thing, I guess, with some young people, because it's the idea that it is this higher class type thing, and it really isn't. It's you know, you can go along where whatever you want to the theatre. You don't have to be all dressed up and to the nines, and it's a really casual, laid-back atmosphere in most cases. I try to go to as much theatre as I can. It's a great night out. If myself, Arthur, Gwen and Morgana went to the theatre, I think we'd probably have to go see Spamalot, because, well, it just makes sense, doesn't it? But, but I also think we also, like, the sense of humour of Monty Python and that kind of thing is something actually that we all get as a group. I think we're all a bit silly when we get together. So I think a night out seeing Spamalot would be perfect.